As a parent, watching your child melt down before school, struggle with sleep, or show signs of anxiety can be both heartbreaking and frustrating. And you've likely wondered if the stress they're experiencing is harming their developing brain and body. You may have also noticed that when your child is under stress, other health challenges tend to emerge. Digestive issues, focus problems, emotional outbursts, and immune system challenges. Here's what might shock you. Research shows that 35% of American children experience stress-related health problems, with chronic childhood stress linked to PTSD, depression, and aggression. But what most doctors aren't telling you is that not all stress is harmful. Certain types of stress are not only beneficial, but essential for your child's neurological development and resilience. The conventional medical system often overlooks this crucial distinction and the profound connection between stress and your child's nervous system regulation. Most pediatricians miss the real root cause of stress-related challenges, which is nervous system dysfunction that can be measured and corrected through neurologically focused chiropractic care. Let me tell you about Brian, whose story perfectly illustrates what we're discussing today. Before finding neurologically focused chiropractic care, Brian was stuck in what his family called a storm of stress. His nervous system was so dysregulated that he was dealing with anxiety, difficulty focusing, sensory seeking tendencies, emotional regulation challenges, and motor tics. His family put a lot of time and effort into other routes of care, like cognitive behavioral therapy and talk therapy, but unfortunately didn't see much change. His mom said all of these approaches were overwhelming to him and hard to keep up with, and the therapies really made him feel like a bad kid. But anybody who knows Brian knows he is the complete opposite. He's a smart young man, full of kindness and potential, who just needed help calming and regulating his nervous system so he could be his best self. After the first month of neurologically focused care, his tics and sensory seeking behaviors completely stopped. But by the end of his care plan, he was so much better at self-regulating. He was more flexible, self-motivated, and able to make goals and self-direct. And today, for the first time, he's able to start hobbies and see them through, like baseball and volunteering. He's so much more focused and even made the honor roll. Let's dive into the difference between good and bad stress. Beneficial hormetic stress is short-term moderate stress that actually strengthens your child's nervous system, similar to how exercise challenges muscles to grow stronger. So good stress includes learning new skills like riding a bike, navigating social challenges, moderate physical activity, and solving puzzles that stretch cognitive abilities. These experiences strengthen neural pathways, enhance vagus nerve function, and teach the nervous system to activate properly and then recover efficiently. This type of stress is essential for healthy brain development, strengthening neural connections, and promoting neuroplasticity. So here's the problem when it comes to chronic stress. It causes nervous system dysfunction. Chronic stress occurs when the sympathetic gas pedal remains continuously activated without adequate parasympathetic brake pedal recovery time. This creates what we call subluxation and dysautonomia, which is neurological dysfunction that disrupts the balance between your child's stress response and the recovery systems. So, sources of chronic stress for children include family conflict, academic pressure beyond developmental readiness, overscheduling, sensory overload from screens, and unaddressed health challenges. Children are particularly vulnerable because their brains are forming over 1 million neural connections every second, and stress-induced patterns become deeply ingrained. You hear me mention the perfect storm a lot. Well, let's spend a brief minute talking about how it creates long-term health challenges. The storm often begins before birth when maternal stress hormones cross the placenta and influence the developing brain, affecting the nervous system. Birth trauma from interventions like C-sections, forceps, and vacuum extractions can cause physical stress to an infant's neurospinal system, creating subluxation. As children grow, additional stressors compound these early challenges. Environmental toxins, repeated illnesses, emotional stressors, and developmental pressures. Over time, this accumulated stress leads to dysautonomia, which underlines many childhood health challenges, including sensory processing difficulties, focus issues, emotional regulation challenges, and immune problems. At New Ridge Chiropractic and Wellness, we use advanced insight scan technology to detect and measure subluxation patterns and nervous system dysfunction that conventional approaches miss completely. These scans provide objective data about your child's neurological health, revealing exactly where stress has created interference with proper nervous system communication. Through gentle, specific adjustments, we help restore balance between the sympathetic system and the parasympathetic system, enhancing vagus nerve function and improving your child's ability to respond appropriately to stress and recover efficiently. When neurological function improves, parents often report significant changes: better sleep, improved digestion, easier emotional regulation, and enhanced focus, representing a fundamental shift in how their child's nervous system processes the world. If you feel like stress from the perfect storm of struggles is impacting your child, let's get to the root cause of these stress-related challenges. Click the link in our bio to learn more about stress and nervous system health. We can't wait to help you and your family.